Ladies and gentlemen, do not adjust your set. I am Hitman Kaz. Welcome back to another edition of the contracts for your official Royal Rumble review. And of course, I'm not alone in this endeavor. Please welcome, as always, the co-host of the contracts, the humble man Gary. Gary, welcome to the contracts.
Yo, my man, Cos Payton, what's good, my boy?
Not much, man. Ready to get into this?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Yeah, but before we get into it, we both would like to apologize in advance for not dropping this sooner. We both had a bunch of stuff come up, but we coming back at y'all,
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
First off, I didn't even expect this to be first. Roman Reigns defending the Universal title against Seth freaking Rollins.
Yes, sir.
First off, I'm all for playing mind games, but Seth done lost his goddamn mind coming out to the Shield's music and wearing the Shield attire. Cause I mean, don't get me wrong, he was doing everything to get in Roman's head, and first off, he was already living rent free in Roman's head. At this point, he was just rubbing it in his face, and if you saw how the match went down, he clearly took it a step too far.
That is correct.
But honestly, the Shield entrance and the Shield attire was just pure trolling. That's what it mainly was, pure trolling. Like I can almost say that he was mocking Roman.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah. And it clearly was, and as the match progressed, it was clearly wearing on Roman's nerves. Actually, as a matter of fact, the second the Shield's music hit, Roman immediately got agitated.
That's correct. He did.
Yep.
He did.
And don't get me wrong, the match was entertaining for what it was. It really was. But Seth just had to twist the fucking knife. Yeah, just like at every possible chance he could, he just had to twist the knife. Not realizing how, not realizing that eventually that it might cost him. Don't get me wrong, he's never lost to Roman, but that's not the point, man. You might have beaten him, but he can still fuck you up.
Exactly.
And then that's what happened. Roman couldn't take it anymore and beat the shit out of him. And then he put him in the guillotine, and Seth did make it to the ropes. However, Roman refused to let go, which triggered a DQ. And if you were paying attention to what Roman said, he said that Seth won't let him. Won't let him break the hold. But now, honestly, what I think he meant by that was like, just because of how much Seth was making fun of him, is why he couldn't bring himself to let go. Just because it just further, like got to Roman of how badly Seth was pissing him off.
Exactly.
And don't get me wrong, I understand a lot of people's frustration because it ended by DQ, and like, believe me, I agree with how they feel. It was anticlimactic, but I honestly thought it was gonna help progress the storyline, but given what happened on both Raw and SmackDown, that isn't the case. So I really don't know.
Same here.
Yeah. But it is what it is. I honestly think I had to be the only one of few people that wasn't mad at the DQ ending. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still wanted Seth to win, but at the same time, I'm not mad at the DQ ending.
No, I got you perfectly. I wanted either one to win. I'm glad my boy Roman's still champion. I wanted either my boy Roman to win or my boy Seth. I wanted my boy Roman to win more since he's never beaten Seth one-on-one, but hey, it is what it is.
But, and like, the biggest reason why I'm not mad is because, like, you know, I understood why it was a DQ finish, you know?
Right.
See, you know, people have a lot of people forget to do when it comes to big matches like that is to look at the bigger picture, look at the storytelling, look at the you know, of how it's gonna look for the future, you know, how they're creating the story for you know, future matches and shit, you know, for the storyline as it progresses past that pay-per-view, you know.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Anyways, next match we had the Women's Royal Rumble. This was pretty interesting. First off, I am pleasantly surprised that Mickie James came out to her TNA theme while holding the Knockouts title. That was something.
Oh yeah, that really was.
Yeah, but I will admit, you know, I was hoping that either Bayley or Asuka would come back, but neither one of them did.
Me too.
And actually, if y'all were paying attention to the contracts, one of Humbleman's predictions actually came true, and Melina was in the Rumble.
Yes, sir. But oh yeah. But honestly speaking, the legends and stuff, I wish some of them lasted longer in the ring. The only ones who lasted longer in the ring was the Bellas and, well, Mickey and Michelle. Ivory didn't last, nor Melina. Melina was probably in there for like how much minutes, how much seconds, honestly speaking?
I think she's only in there for a minute.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on a second. I have the time. Oh damn, she didn't even last a minute.
Wow.
Yeah, but hey. Shit, yeah. But yeah, and you know, but I definitely understand your frustration with some of the with some of the surprise entrants not lasting as long as it should have, you know. But hey, you know. Actually, also, I want to bring up Ivory. I found it very, very interesting that she came out to her Right to Censor attire.
Oh yeah.
And I wish she would have been talking more shit about how they were dressing and whatnot and what they were doing, because that's how Right to Censor was always complaining. Instead, she was complaining, saying that she's a woman facing little girls.
Exactly.
I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, it's still pretty much in the same ballpark. Yeah. Right. But I also thought it was funny that after she got eliminated, she was still trying to talk shit.
Exactly.
Because she still had the mic in her hand. But
exactly.
When she got eliminated, but and like after she got eliminated, she was still saying something, or at least trying to.
Right.
And then I'll admit, part of me was expecting more. I don't know why. Maybe I'm too demanding as a fan, but I was expecting more when Mighty Molly came out. You know. Only reason why I was expecting more is because, you know, Molly Holly under her superhero gimmick, and then, you know, Nikki ASH, you know, superhero versus superhero.
Exactly.
Well, technically superhero versus almost superhero, but I'm sick of that almost shit.
Right.
And but I guess but I guess what happened, for what it's worth, will suffice, Nikki surprise attacking her and saying that she's the only true superhero here, but
Right.
and I'm definitely and then of course, I don't know whether if you knew it as a rumor, but honestly I didn't. We were hit with the return, with a huge return in Ronda Rousey.
Oh yes.
To which she and to which she went on to win the match.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And I like the brief stare down she had with Shayna Baszler, because everybody knows their history, and they were about to get it on, but Charlotte had to ruin that.
Exactly.
But but thankfully Charlotte did not win the match.
Right.
Ronda did, and and if y'all paid attention to SmackDown, Ronda has chosen Charlotte as her opponent.
Well, I didn't see SmackDown, so
I'm so sorry.
No problem, my man.
So now, of course, that makes you wonder who's Becky gonna face at WrestleMania.
Exactly. Well, rumor has it it's supposed to be her and Bianca Belair.
Well, they're gonna have to make a pretty convincing storyline, or maybe have her in a number one contenders match or something, for it to be believable.
Right.
Nah. But speaking of which, that allows us to segue into the next match. Becky Lynch defending the Raw Women's title against Doudrop. This was a pretty good match. Lived up to my expectations,
Right.
The Doudrop definitely brought it all, laid it all on the line,
Yeah, that is. He did.
Yeah. But I definitely like the ending where freaking Becky hit her with a super manhandle slam from the top rope. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that was crazy, man.
And this, I can honestly say,
Right.
Another time where Becky won her championship match without cheating.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So some mighty fine work by her.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And she did try to lock in the disarmer, but she could never get Doudrop to tap, at least not then,
Right.
But, and hey, yeah, I definitely got, at least I got my entertainment values worth in the match. I don't know about everybody else.
Right.
But moving on, we had Brock Lesnar defending the WWE title against Bobby Lashley. Now, this match, needless to say, as I expected, lived up to every bit of expectations there was. For one thing, even though Brock kept making fun of Bobby, he definitely didn't underestimate him. What I now believe was that Brock was making fun of him and all to give him the impression that he was underestimating him.
Yeah, exactly.
then using that to trick Bobby into letting his guard down, or letting Lesnar catch him off guard.
Yeah, that was really crazy, honestly speaking.
Yeah,
that really was.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Nah, you good? Yeah, that was. Oh my, yeah, man. I'm glad my boy Bobby gave it to him, yo.
Yeah, but I definitely like the spot where Lashley attempted to spear Lesnar through the barricade, but he missed.
That shocked the shit out of me.
Yeah, and like the miss looked at it, and like the way he missed made me feel that Brock like literally anticipated him attempting that.
Exactly.
But I tell you what, the ending, even though I don't mind Lashley winning, part of me still got a little annoyed at it because it just made Lashley look a tiny bit weak, a tiny bit. Only
yeah, I agree.
Because Roman Reigns came down and cost Lesnar the match. Because
that was shocking. I was kind of happy. I was really happy with that. But honestly speaking, there was a rumor that one of them was gonna get screwed and lose the belt, either Roman or Brock.
Yep, and it turns out it was Brock that got screwed.
Yep, and I'm glad. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Brock, but others need a chance at the belt. Like my boy, the head of the table, Roman Reigns, and my boy, the almighty Bobby Lashley, and my boy, the Scottish Warrior, my boy Drew McIntyre.
See, now you're not making sense with that because all of them have held the title before, and especially in Roman's case, he's already Universal Champion.
That I know. I'm just saying in general, like a new talent. That's all. That's why I'm getting at, bro.
Yeah, but again, both Bobby and Drew have held the title already.
That's a fact.
And
Brock has held it before too. He can't always keep on getting it.
True, but at the same time, if I'm not mistaken, Brock's only a 4-time WWE champion.
That's a fact, but I mean, he keeps getting. I feel you though.
Whereas Roman, I think he's also a 4 or 5-time champion, and Drew is a 3-time WWE champion. So again, yeah, but
Drew's a 3-time WWE champion.
Yeah, I think Drew's a 3-time.
No, Drew's a 2-time.
Because he won it from Brock, lost it to Orton, then he got it back from Orton. That's two.
That's 2 times. That was 2 times, and that's that. He didn't lose it until Elimination Chamber.
Oh, yeah.
That was 2 times.
But still multi-time,
Yeah, I got you.
Nah. But I didn't like that ending just the fact that Bobby needed help to win the title. Cause by doing that, it makes him look weak. That's why part of me didn't. That's why a really, really, really small part of me didn't like that ending. Just because it made Bobby look weak.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But who knows? Who knows? Maybe Bobby might prove his dominance by winning the Elimination Chamber and retaining the WWE title.
That's a fact.
But anyways, moving on. We had Edge and Beth Phoenix versus The Miz and Maurice. I definitely owe this match an apology because I thought this match was gonna be whack. I thought it was gonna be a bathroom break. This match was. I mean, don't get me wrong. It wasn't. Kurt Angle, Ronda Rousey, Stephanie McMahon, Triple H level of exceeding expectations, but it still exceeded my expectations. This was a good match, and I'll be honest, I was almost convinced that The Miz and Maurice were gonna win after Maurice hit Beth Phoenix with the French kiss, and
Oh wow.
then Miz hit Edge with the skull crushing finale.
Right.
I thought that was it. I thought they were about to win cleanly until they kicked out. But
Oh wow. Yeah, that's a fact.
yeah, but then the double spear to the double glam slam, very good. You know, I have to admit I enjoyed this match.
Right.
I like, and again, I owe them. I owe all four of them an apology. I thought this match was gonna be whack. I thought it wasn't gonna be worth. I thought it was gonna be the kind of match that you'd be better off playing the game on your phone on during. But nah, this was great.
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
You know,
That's a big fact. Word.
but you know, now that this is over, what is Edge and Miz gonna do next?
Oh, exactly.
Because
That's a good question.
I mean, at this point, their feud's over. So you know, what's next? What's next for them?
Exactly.
Mm.
Exactly.
But hey, you know, that's another story for another time. Well, moving on to the main event, we have the men's Royal Rumble match.
Yes, sir.
This the
Yes, sir.
I'll be honest, this match was killing my nerves because you know, I was at the edge of my seat wondering who was coming out next and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. Same here. It's like word.
Yeah. I know freaking a lot of people got pissed off when certain people got eliminated sooner than other people did. But
Exactly.
I mean it's the Royal Rumble, you know.
Exactly.
And I'll be honest, mainly because of rumors and shit, I thought Austin Theory was gonna win.
Oh, word. That's a fact. But nah, hell, they couldn't have made him win that quick. It would have been too soon, man. Well, look at Alberto Del Rio back then when he first came in.
Well, I mean,
After they made him win, it was too soon for him.
well, I mean, at that point, despite how fast he was being pushed, Alberto was ready. It just, you know, they didn't give it to him at the time, but he was honestly ready because he already had all the tools. He had the look, he had the charisma, he had the mic skills, which is why he won the Rumble that year.
Right.
But you know, Theory, I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't have had a problem with him winning, but I think he might be a little. I think at 24 he might still be a little too young. He might still be a little too young. Don't get me wrong. You know, Brock won the Rumble. I think at that age, but you know, I don't know.
You said Brock won at that age?
Yeah,
Oh, at the young when he was younger.
yeah.
Right.
Well, who knows? But I mainly thought he was gonna win just because of the wrestling rumors that I was coming across. And like, I wasn't trying to look up rumors, just, you know, I was scrolling through social media and people wouldn't shut up about it.
Oh yeah, I know, right? Jesus, like sometimes when people like with the rumors, like you just gotta watch it and like,
Yeah.
come on, man.
Yeah. And you know, I figured because of his whole storyline with Mr. McMahon, you know, he was gonna do it.
Right.
But regardless of that, he did have a good showing. He did last a good minute. You know what I'm saying? You know, so he at least did, you know, put on a bit of a show. So I'm not mad at that.
Right.
Uh,
Crazy.
but I definitely enjoyed seeing Happy Corbin pop up and do his thing. Him and
Right.
him and Madcap were putting in a bit of work. At least
Oh yeah.
until Drew McIntyre surprised everyone by coming back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he came back, ahead of schedule, like Sasha Banks. Because like her, he was he was injured, and they were saying he was gonna miss the Rumble. But hey, it's good to see that he came back ahead of time.
Right.
And I'll say this: I thought it was funny when it came to Dominic, what Ray said about him.
Oh word.
Like, did you hear what he said?
Oh yeah, the nigga believe. Yeah.
No. About if he was to eliminate him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, what I find funny about that is that, by the time Ray entered the Rumble, Dominic was already gone.
Yeah, exactly.
And actually, he got eliminated by Happy Corbin, and Corbin getting revenge on Dominic for him eliminating him in last year's Rumble.
Right.
But, before we talk about the winner, there is one thing I do want to address the elephant in the room, and that's apparently that Riddle was supposed to win the Rumble.
Exactly. He was the one who was supposed to win it.
Now, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't have minded him winning, but especially with RK Bro still going on, what sense would it make for him to win it?
Exactly. Their plan for that is there's a rumor article that their plan, right, was to break them up or what have you, and then let it be feud for the WWE Championship.
Yeah, but one of them would have to win. But Orton would have to win it first in order, for it to happen at WrestleMania.
Exactly. Yeah, he would have had to win the WWE Championship, and then they fight WrestleMania.
Yeah, but part of me still doesn't want RK Bro to break up just yet.
Yeah, neither. I kind of know either.
But I wouldn't mind Orton turning heel again. It's
Neither would I.
him being a heel is what he does best. Especially during, I'd say, 2009, 2010, when he was his most sadistic, the most heartless, the most cold and calculated.
Right.
Like, I don't know if you noticed, but during that time, Orton never smiled. He never even smirked.
Exactly.
Like during that time as a heel, I noticed it right off the bat, but some of the other people never noticed it. That seriously, he did not smile. Not it.
Right.
No matter how much good happened to him, no matter how many times he won the WWE title, he wouldn't even crack a smirk.
I know, right? He did. Yeah, that was crazy
But
too.
That's what made his character all the more chilling.
Exactly.
Yeah, that further added to the evil in his character.
Exactly. That's correct. I mean, that is crazy.
Yep. And then also another thing about the Raw, I'll admit I was genuinely surprised when Bad Bunny pulled up.
Me too.
But I can't even front, man. Once again, Bad Bunny put on a show.
Yes, he did.
This dude had to have been training while he was on tour. He just had to have been, because he was pulling off some great moves, man.
Yeah, he was.
And hell, he even hit the Canadian Destroyer.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's where it is.
Seriously, if he ever gets tired of doing music or wants to take a break from music, do wrestling full time. He clearly has the chops for it.
Exactly.
Like, seriously, man. He honestly has to be one of the best celebrity guests to ever compete in wrestling matches.
Exactly.
Like, you look at almost any other celebrity that's competed in any match, not just at a pay per view, at a match period. You'd be hard pressed to find a celebrity that is performed as good and as smoothly as Bad Bunny has. Like,
Right.
I really got to give it to him, man. He's doing his thing. When he's in that match, when he's in the ring, he's doing his thing. I really got to give it to him.
Right. Exactly. That's correct, man. Like, that's crazy. Like, for real.
Like, I'll admit, there's this one female who WWE continues to insist on doing work with, but for one thing, she is extremely annoying and terrible. I don't even feel like saying her name just because of how much she pisses me off whenever I see her.
Who's this?
Freaking Maria Menounos.
Oh, wow.
Like, I really hate that bitch. I do. I hope to never see her in a WWE ring ever again. She's fucking horrible.
Oh, word.
Like, she absolutely makes me sick. But back to the Rumble. We've talked about all that good stuff. Oh, actually, no. One last thing we need to discuss: Shane McMahon.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. I was happy that he showed up in the Rumble.
Yeah, I can't lie. So
I was happy. He did his thing. It was cool. But so many people would not stop bitching about him when it wasn't even necessary. He wasn't even gonna win, but people just would not stop bitching about him, and now he got fired.
Exactly. That shocked the shit out of me.
There was a whole bunch of stuff planned for him to be a part of, and now it all got axed because people wouldn't stop acting like a bunch of whiny ass bitches.
Exactly.
You know, so seriously, fuck them. Fuck all of them.
Right.
Yeah. And also one more thing. This is to the IWC as a total. Listen to me carefully. Shane McMahon is not, nor will he ever, go to AEW.
Exactly, man.
Like seriously, man. Like y'all be some fucking idiots sometimes, man. Like I haven't heard takes that dumb since when people were saying that John Moxley was gonna show up in the Rumble, or back at the either the 2018 or 2017 Rumble, niggas wouldn't stop saying Kenny Omega's gonna show up. He was never gonna show up. Get real.
Exactly.
Well, we've discussed everything in that Rumble, so we gotta talk about the winner, Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And and this was actually one of our predictions that somebody that had a match previously in the night was gonna show up in the Rumble, and that was Brock.
Exactly.
But even still, I was still shocked that Brock showed up.
Yeah, me too.
But I'm glad he showed up and won it, because this way, people can't bitch at and can't be bitching at him for being handed an opportunity, because this way he actually earned it.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess so.
Because he was in the match.
That's a fact.
And now he's going to WrestleMania to face Roman Reigns, and he's really insisting on having a title unification match. I really don't want that. That's why I don't want him to win the Elimination Chamber match.
Honestly speaking, yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing the versus title with his title match. I wouldn't mind that, but still, and being that I'm glad my boy Bobby beat him, it appears they put him in the Elimination Chamber match, which is, I don't want that either. I'm with you on that. It appears they're going to freaking let him win the whole damn thing.
And honestly, you're going to think I'm crazy, but I want Austin Theory to win the match.
I wouldn't mind that either, but it'll be too soon for him.
Because, honestly, I can see it now. Him, by the skin of his teeth, winning the match, and then taking a selfie while holding the title.
Right.
I mean, it sounds out there, but hey, like a wise man once said, on any given night, anything can happen.
That's a fact.
But, that's all we got to say. We've now, come to the end of this episode of Contracts. I definitely want to thank each and every one of y'all for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come and chill with myself and the Humble Man. I want to thank the Humble Man for coming through, kicking his wrestling knowledge as usual.
Yes, sir, my man. Cause Peyton, it's always a pleasure kicking out wrestling knowledge. We must gotta do it, and we'll be right back at you next month for the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view in Saudi Arabia.
Wouldn't that be later on this month? Because since we're in February.
Yep, in 2 weeks, I should say. We'll be right back there. We'll be right back here with you in 2 weeks, giving out predictions about the matches that'll be happening and the results after the match.
Yeah. So, until next time, this is the Hitman and the Humble Man, and we out. Peace.
Peace. We out of here.